Hello, it's Joe here for Joyrider TV, and yes, we are going to take a look at traveller settings in very basic terms, just to try to get some of the mystery out of what to do with your travellers. Especially if you're coming from dinghy sailing, it might be a little bit new to have a traveller on the boat. What do you do with it and when? So in this next mini guide, we're just going to go through what to do with your traveller. This is the second mini guide. The first one was on downhaul and outhaul and what to do with those things. If you didn't catch that, you can check that out here or in the description below when you've finished, or at the end of the video there'll probably be something pop up. So firstly, if you're sailing a boat which has jib travellers, let's just get this covered straight away so then we can just move on to the main traveller. But there are obviously many ways that the jib traveller can be adjusted, but this is just changing the angle of attack from the jib from close in to all the way out. The main rule with the jib traveller is it should always be, as a proportion of the range of travel, further out than the main traveller. So if the main traveller is all the way in, then the jib traveller can be all the way in. But if the main traveller is halfway out, then we should have the jib traveller just a little bit more than halfway out. And then if the main traveller is going further out, then the jib traveller can go all the way out. So the main thing is always as far out as the main traveller or a little bit more. What that is going to do is prevent the jib from backwinding the mainsail. So with the traveller for the mainsail, we're using this for two different reasons. One is for point of sail, meaning are we sailing upwind? Are we sailing across the wind or reaching or perhaps half wind? Or are we sailing downwind, such as on a broad reach, ramscholz, ramwind, for the wind, any of those things, then we'll use the traveller on those different points of sail. The other way we're going to use the traveller is if we are looking to depower the boat. So let's take a look and see how we're going to do that. So firstly, for point of sail, this is our traveller car. So the traveller car will go up as far as the middle, which is here. This is just half of the boat. It will go as far as the middle, and then it can run all of the way out. So if we're sailing the boat upwind, we'll have the traveller in the middle. This is just very generally speaking. And then if we're sailing the boat on a reach or half wind course, then we'll have the traveller just a little bit less than halfway out, so about here. And then if we're sailing the boat downwind on a broad reach, we'll have it kind of 2/3 of the way out, or maybe even 3/4. So to recap there, upwind in the middle, half wind or reaching halfway, downwind or broad reaching most of the way out. And then if we're bringing wind strength into it, so if we're wanting to use the traveller to help us depower, and this can be a really massive help, we can just ease it from where it would have been for the amount of power that we want. So on an upwind course, if we're trying to lose power, we can ease the traveller perhaps this much if it's double trapezing conditions, so then we can sail with a tighter main sheet, but generally we'll have less power by having the traveller out. And of course we can do that on the other points of sail as well. So if we're sailing on a half wind, reaching, we could put the traveller a bit further out from where we had it before, and that's going to give us less power and make the boat easier to control. On the broad reach, it's going to stay in about the same position even when it gets a bit windier. We could let it out a little bit more, but generally it would be in the same position if it was light wind or strong wind. So that is literally how complicated the Traveller needs to be. For point of sail, in the middle for upwind, half wind is half, and pretty much all the way out for downwind. And then if you're getting overpowered, just have it a bit looser on all points of sail. As easy as that. And then with the jib Traveller, if you've got one, have that a bit further out than your main Traveller to prevent backwinding. That is really how simple it is. So there we are. That's all we need to say. There are a few differences if you're sailing with a spinnaker. This is explained in the sailing with a spinnaker video, which you can see just there. Other than that, thanks for watching. I hope this has been helpful. Do check out the downhaul and outhaul video if you haven't seen that yet. Otherwise, we'll be back more on Joyrider TV with some more soon. Thank you very much.